They don't love her, they just love her how we live.
They say in due time, but my watch broke. I know. It's a cold world, but we got coats. We grinding to make it. Yes. We shining, they hate. Yes. We bored or we fall. Every diamond's a flagrant. I'm signed to the pavement. I'm crossing them over. I'm backing them down. Standing tall like a soldier. These players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem, baby? Raised out of Harlem, baby. What's driving my mama crazy? They ain't trying to give it, so I gotta go get it. Harder than ever to
I
live.
get it 365, 12 months, 24/7. Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all I give. They don't love us, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love her, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love her how we live. Have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Have faith a minute, put your faith in nobody. I done been around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the purchase. You can't walk a mile in my shoes, cause I'm steady running like water can't break. Let's just buy a pregnant woman. So I had to earn life, road to the riches, wouldn't change it for the turn. How we live, how we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. Say they don't love her, they just love it how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, how we live. They don't love her, they just love her how we live. 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 How
Dynamic duo. Dynamic
동전한 입조차 쉽고 일 없어. 잠 못 들던 그때보다 조금은 일었어. 우리는 바보처럼 몸으로 부딪히면서 배웠어. 넘어질 때마다 일었어. 다시 고쳤었지. 이력서 눈부신 성공의 신바람. 잠시나마 불어봤던 휘파람. 한 곡도 퇴근하기 전에 그림자처럼 날 따라온 비바람. 시기 질투 기대 압박을 못 이긴 몇 번의 실축. 자만 나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝. 난가가 탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지만 하고 외치며 마음을 다잡곤 했었지. 진짜 한 치 앞도 안 보이는 가시밭길에서도 절대 유턴 없이 잘 바라느리로 의지하면서 둘이 딱 붙어갔지. 비극 지금 기가 아프지만 지나고 보면 웃음 나오는 희극. 그래서 우린 지금을 참고 살아. 난 미쳤다 생각하면서 keep dreaming. 희망이란 끈 잡고 살아.
이 험한 현실에서 아직 붙잡아두고 싶은 꿈. 넘고 힘든 삶은 능선에서 때론 포기하고 싶은 꿈. 너와 천천히 오래 걷고 싶어 until the end of time. 지금 난 간절히 원해 한 조각의 peace of mind. Hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, 착취해 경추 쪽은 딱딱해지고 이 시계 붙은 각질 모두 비맑은 땀 대신 날 적시는 건 찐땀이네 잠든 시간에도 문제들이 쌓여
Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, in a fine Eastern Conference affair here at Barclays Center. Only one game away from New York here. The Knicks will be back home for the next one.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testy encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Teague out there with Brewer. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Marc Gasol. And it's Porzingis in at the 4 slot. Last year, a good one for Jeff Teague, Clark. He was a first-time All-Star in this league.
He's a pick-and-roll technician, so good in reading the defense as he operates from that spot on the floor. He was really the catalyst for what was a really efficient offense for the Hawks.
Brooklyn on defense. And now, just over a minute played here in the first. It's stolen by Garnett.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Now, here's Lowry. He kicks it to Garnett. Back to Lowry. The dish to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. From 12 feet out. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Teague, the pass to Carmelo. The feed now to Brewer. Here's Porzingis. Lopez covering. Parsons outside. To the inside. And Brook Lopez, the bucket on the assist from Parsons. Lopez has got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Anthony. Turned in an outstanding game against Denver. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Lowry with the ball. Picked up by Teague. Lopez a screen. Johnson dishes to Parsons. From 18 feet away.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Teague kicks to Brewer. Here's Porzingis. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Lopez a screen. Lowry kicks to Lopez. Parsons outside. There's the pick. Johnson, the pass to Lopez. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Johnson can't get it to go.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
That's example number 1 of why he is such a strong defensive player and why he has such a great defensive reputation.
A wide open look for Gasol. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Parsons on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. His second shot goes in. Off to a good start. 2 for 2.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Good looking screen by Gasol. Pass to Brewer. Off the screen. Off the left rim and out. Nets leading by 3. Johnson outside. From downtown. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there. And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here.
Ladies and gentlemen, and last year the Nets would end right in the middle of the pack in that Atlantic division. Many thought they could try and win it outright, but that slow start to the year didn't make that much of a possibility.
As you said, the Nets ended third in the Atlantic. They did have a good divisional record, Clark, going 10-6 against the rest of their division.
And, you know, everybody thought the Atlantic would be the weakest division, but that was disproved, sending 3 teams to the playoffs, the Nets being that third team. Really not a bad showing given how tough that division ended up being.
Young. He's checking for Kevin Garnett. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Denver. They set the pick. And the pass to Porzingis. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
Yes.
Porzingis has got his second basket of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Johnson dishes to Parsons. Here's Lopez. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gasol.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Down low. Leans inside. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Lowry with the ball. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Pass to Lopez. Young outside. And he goes in for the dunk.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
Outside Anthony. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Porzingis passes to Teague. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn leading by 4. Parsons outside. Launches it. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Teague against Lowry. Dishes it to Brewer. Anthony kicks to Teague. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. Pulls up from the corner. That doesn't go in either for Teague. Parsons dishes to Lopez. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And Brook Lopez, guys, started the season as the starting center for the Nets last year, but it didn't end up that way.
2 shots. Lopez ended up coming off the bench for the Nets for a stretch last season. There was a lot of debate, Clark, if that was the right role for him.
Kevin, clearly there were differing opinions because as soon as it happened, every GM called Brooklyn up to see if Lopez was available.
And for Brook Lopez, disappointing start to last season. The season before, he had played only 17 games, so he wanted to make an impact right off the bat. It just didn't work out.
Yeah, you know, he missed the first 2 games altogether with the foot injury and comes back to play pretty well, then hurts his back. out for 8 more games, comes back again. He's benched in favor of Miles Plumlee. Just a very disjointed year for Lopez.
Lowry has the open look. The three-pointer, no good. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And for Lopez, last year was the first time since he was a rookie that he didn't start every game. I mean, that is a huge shot to your confidence. I don't care who you are or what your circumstances, but you know what? At the end, he rose above it.
That's good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
To the inside. The 11-footer. The shot by Anthony, no good.
You know, on the topic of Lopez last season, ugly beginning, but things got beautiful over the last 2 months. 55% shooting, nearly 20 and 10 a game. Some of the best numbers of his career.
And again, it's Brooklyn converting.
You know, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
And Brewer kicks to T. Lopez with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. Parsons' shot is off.
And although he doesn't quite get the block, he does get the missed field goal attempt because of his ability to alter the shot.
Well, almost as effective as a block. I mean, made him completely change his release point, and I think that caused the miss.
Chris Kaman has checked in for Brooklyn. Carlos Boozer's checked in for the Knicks. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
And Chandler Parsons, boy, he can really give you a whole lot of everything. Length, quickness, skills, can shoot, pass, rebound, defend, the total package.
Changes for Brooklyn. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Young. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Parsons, and it's Martin in for Johnson. Mitch McGary's checked in for the Knicks. Clarkson comes in for Brewer. Now here's Anthony. He's given them a healthy dose of offense each and every night with an average of 20 points a game. And finished off by Martin.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Boozer kicks to Anthony. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries. Nets leading by 8. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. He dishes it to Kaman. Kicks it to Martin. Garnett, the screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. His first attempt of the game finds the target.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Boozer kicks to Anthony. Teague drives in. Outside Boozer. Tries it from 9. That one off the back iron and out. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. In the corner, it's Martin. Outside Lowry. Kicks it out to Garnett. Can't get it to fall, and he's missed the second after making his first. Here's Teague. Finished off the break. Teague's got his first basket of the night.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Here's Hollis Jefferson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Kaman. The jump hook. And that one's good. And the Nets lead by 10.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Back to Lowry. Kaman a screen. He could go. And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Brooklyn ahead, leading by 10. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And from Brooklyn guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
Garnett out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Lowry. Then there's Martin. And it's Kaman in at the pivot, manning the middle. That's the Nets 5 as we get into the second quarter. Unloads from 13. Boozer, no luck. Well, if you name an offensive stat category, the Knicks last season probably last in that category. All-around problems, Greg, for them scoring the ball.
Yeah, we may have to give them a new nickname, last. How about last in fast break points, last in points in the paint, last in points per game, and then throw in bottom 3 in shooting percentage, and that spells abysmal. That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Garnett with the block. And they'll keep possession. And now running it up the court, Martin pushing it up. Got that bucket in no time at all. And the Nets lead by 9. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Nets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Here's Prince. Another miss by Prince.
For the Knicks, it really was a struggle just to score points, guys. I mean, they'd go ice cold at times, and they didn't have anybody that seemed to be able to get them out of that offensive funk.
Kaman passes to Martin. From deep three-point range. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Nets making a switch here. Heinrich's checked in. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Calderon dishes to Clarkson. Feeds it to Hollins. He kicks it to Prince. The pass to Calderon. 5 to shoot. Here's Hollins. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand. Well, the Knicks knew that it would be a year of learning. All the offensive struggles aside, they did get a chance to evaluate everyone by giving them ample floor time. At least they found out a lot about their team last season. Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Calderon with it. He's picked up by Heinrich. Prince in the corner. Ball's knocked loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Martin with the ball. It's blocked. And they get it back. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Heinrich against Calderon. He feeds it to Hollins. Now, here's Clarkson. Covered by Martin. From the line. No good off the front iron.
You love the closeout on that possession.
Excellent defense. Active, and he made it a very tough shot for him. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to...
Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when you need a spark, something electric to get your teammates fired up.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for Brooklyn. Martin kicks to Young. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Martin, the pass to Young. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, despite that possession, something that I've liked is they've been under control while getting out in this lead. They've kept those turnovers down.
So for the Nets, Lopez comes in for Chris Kaman. And Parsons subbed in for Hollis Jefferson. Back to Calderon. Addition out to Hollins. Can't hit. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Heinrich kicks to Lopez. And there's the feed to Martin. Lopez a screen. To the inside. And stolen by Hollins. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And somehow it's become a real struggle at the free throw line. He's lost his way there. I mean, he's not having anywhere near the same success he had there last season.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
And listen, the Nets had an up and down year on offense last season, but the one thing they always did was finish their drives. Very good at getting things to drop off the bounce. That was a strength last season.
And the Knicks making a change here. Porzingis, he's checked in for Boozer. Anthony comes in for Tayshaun Prince. Brewer is checked in for Clarkson. And it's Teague in for Jose Calderon. For the Nets, and they're driving. They were fantastic, Clark. Second in the league last year in field goal percentage off those drives.
And a big reason for that is the strength and size of their guards, because they all can finish in traffic, and that's how you get high shooting percentages. You have to make tough shots against contact.
4 on the clock. Lopez a screen. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Lopez has got 8 points.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Puts it up from 12. Count that one, and the Nets lead has been cut back down to 6 after the bucket from Porzingis.
Just the height separation on that mid-range jumper. Excellent job of taking advantage.
And Heinrich gets it to go.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Porzingis can't hit.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Lopez dishes to Heinrich. It's tipped. They retain possession. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 10. Now Brewer, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. There's a good screen. Over to the left wing. Here's Hollins, and he slams it one-handed.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
Lopez. And they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
And that one's good, Anthony.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Heinrich kicks to Young. Lopez a screen. Fader on the way. And Hollins pulls it down.
And that's really just not heads-up basketball. Don't try a fadeaway when nobody's guarding you.
Pass to Brewer. Offline with his three.
You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
Nice game. Great performance by Brook Lopez.
He's been attacking the rim with reckless abandon. They're searching for answers. Some way they got to figure out how to contain him.
New York calls timeout. Thaddeus Young provides a lot of things, Clark. Solid on both ends of the floor. You can plug him into almost any lineup and make it work.
Yeah, he's an ideal basketball player because of his versatility. I think that's one of his greatest strengths. Not only can he play the 3 or 4, he can go inside and outside, too.
Marcus All's checked in for Ryan Hollins. Knicks trail by 10. Outside Teague. Inside. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And guys, when you talk about Thaddeus Young, last year was another solid season for him. Excellent job finishing around the rim as usual. Solid rebounding numbers, but still trying to improve his consistency from the 3. He started the season strong in that department and kind of fell off a bit at the end.
Here's Brewer. Rebound, Brooklyn.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious. Man, Thaddeus Young, he's really entering the prime of his career right now at age 27. Hard to believe he's now in his 9th season. Only spent 1 year in college. Still plenty of room to grow.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Boozer's checked in. Young with the steal. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. 3-on-3. Anthony kicks to Gasol. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Gasol's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Yeah, sloppy D there. You can't let him get the ball in his hands down there.
Extremely untidy on the defensive end. I mean, when he gets it in that close, That's an easy bucket.
6 to shoot. Johnson goes in. Anthony with the block. Brewer the pass to Teague. From 18 feet away. Brewer's shot is off.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Teague drives in. This is the Brewer. And stolen by Parsons. Heinrich with it. Picked up by Teague. Heinrich kicks to Young. They set the pick. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
And the double clutch layup in that situation, that's just him playing to the crowd, guys.
Andrew Bynum's checked in for Lopez. For Brooklyn, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
Outside Teague. Gasol's got room. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And that does it for the first half of play. Nets lead by 10. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Ladies and gentlemen,
The second half just about to get going here.
Well, Lopez has been great. He has 12 points and a steal.
And guys, he's been making play after play on both ends of the floor.
No let up in him, and that's mindset. That's not just physical tenacity, but that's a mental tenacity, too, that he brings to the court.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. It's been a clinic from Brook Lopez.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today, really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been a pleasant surprise for him. You know, he really hit on something that worked in those first two quarters, guys.
And on the floor for Derek Fisher as we get into the second half, they've got Marc Gasol, Anthony out there with Boozer, and there's Teague, and it's Brewer in at the 2. Bynum dishes to Johnson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And I feel like there's a reason Joe Johnson has gotten a number of astronomical contracts. It's because he does everything for you. He's like one of those items you buy that touts everything you need, nothing you don't. Well, to me, that's Joe Johnson.
Clark, when you take a look at Joe Johnson, if he were on a good team, a team that was contending for a championship, where ideally would you like him to be? Where would you slot him?
I'd put him in that first or second scoring role because he's so good and scores so effortlessly. And at some point, I think he's going to hoist that Larry O'Brien trophy.
That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Johnson's got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn. And so here is New York. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Pass to Teague. Takes it off the glass.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Lowry passes to Johnson. Garnett in the post. He's working on Boozer. The fadeaway. No good off the back of the rim.
I think in that situation, that was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway.
To the inside. Here's Gasol. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Johnson sets the screen for Lowry. Johnson attacking.
His shot's it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Outside Teague. Andrew Bynum grabs the miss.
Even with that miss, they're shooting 75% coming out of the break. That's a strong start to the half.
He dishes it to Johnson. Parsons on the wing. Kicks it to Garnett. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Here's Anthony. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Garnett kicks to Johnson. Nifty move. And that one's good. Johnson's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And Brewer kicks to Anthony. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Bynum down low. He's covered by Boozer. Garnett kicks to Johnson. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got 3 rebounds now in this one. In the corner, it's Boozer. From 13, and there are the Knicks with another bucket.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Well, Clark, what can you say about the Knicks last season? They had a lot of trouble on their road trips, among other things.
Well, especially on the road. I mean, only managed to get 7 road wins on the season, Kevin.
Johnson, good. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a win against the Atlanta Hawks. And stolen by Parsons. Pass to Bynum. He kicks to Johnson. Feeds to Lowry. 3-pointer. Offensive rebound, Nets. Top of the key, Garnett. The pass to Parsons. Johnson, wide open, he fires. And there's the call on Bynum. That's his first foul. Lopez, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Here's Teague. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. He feeds it to Brewer. Outside Teague. Boozer with a screen for Teague. Boozer kicks to Gasol. 4 on the shot clock. Good D by Lopez.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
New York calls timeout.
And look, Joe Johnson last season, not his best statistically, but boy, did he show some heart. I mean, he was one of the catalysts for Brooklyn making the playoffs, especially when Brook Lopez returned healthy and the two could play off of one another.
Brooklyn making some changes. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Garnett. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Chandler Parsons. And it's Martin in for Joe Johnson. And here's the fast break. Here's Lowry. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Nets.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Talking about Joe Johnson, I'm not going to lie. Last year wasn't one of his best statistically, Clark. His shooting accuracy was on the low end. His turnover numbers were high. It wasn't very pretty.
But for Joe, Kevin, I don't think it was about the numbers last year. It was about wanting to compete and to win. And he's developed a champion's will over the years. And I would like to see him finally achieve his goal of maybe winning the championship. I think he deserves it. He's been consistent. He's been solid. And now you see some maturation with him as well.
Nets leading by 9. Outside Lowry. To the paint. Last season ended with the Knicks pretty much packing it in, but Clark, it didn't start out that way.
You know what? Not at all. I mean, the Knicks were picked by many, Kevin, to be a playoff team last season. Clearly, things did not go as planned.
And it became clear, thinking about the Knicks again, I mean, it made sense for a team with injuries and being in disarray on the floor to just battle for that lottery.
You know, kind of packing it in for the sake of being better in the future can possibly work in New York for a year or two, but not longer than that. The media will eat you up there if you don't start making some progress towards winning, pleasing basketball.
And the basket good.
Oof, that is a tough shot.
There's the dish to Lopez. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Here's the screen. Back to Lopez. Takes the turnaround J. And the shot is good. Lopez has got the lead up to 11 now for Brooklyn.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Nice shot by Porzingis. Nets leading by 9. Outside Lowry. The feed to Lopez. Puts up the baby hook. That misses off the backboard. And here's Calderon. He's got 5. Passes it to Porzingis. It's stolen by Martin. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And great, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by the Nets. Martin's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Lowry. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Clarkson dishes to Hollins. Pass to Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Calderon has the open look. Drills the three-pointer. Calderon's got 8 points.
A little bit of a defensive breakdown there. He's not the guy you want to leave open on the perimeter. You've got to stay attached to him.
Dishes it to Young. There's the pass to Hollis Jefferson. Martin wide open. He fires. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Calderon with it. He's picked up by Lopez. Pass to Porzingis. Can't get it to go. And Brooklyn will come the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. Lowry drives in. And that one's good. Lowry's got 4 this quarter.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Passes it to Porzingis. Calderon against Lowry. Calderon passes to Porzingis. Back to Calderon. New York needs to get off a shot. Free throw line jump shot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period. Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Inside. Here's Prince. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Here's Lowry. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Off target at the rim. And we've reached the end of the third. Nets out in front. Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play should begin momentarily. Nets leading by 8. They've got Martin. Young is out there with Chandler Parsons. Then there's Chris Kaman. And it's Heinrich in at the 1. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And Parsons kicks to Young. And that one is hammered home.
And check out the bounce.
Oh, bounce. Bounce to the ounce. Clark, how about that?
Yeah.
All right.
You
Showing
said
him
it,
off
Kevin.
right there. Good move.
You said it, my man. He's a highlight reel waiting to happen.
Here's the screen. Kicks it to Vujacic. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
Kaman dishes to Parsons. Back to Kaman. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
How about the nickname for Chris Kaman? Air Sasquatch. I mean, he's got that stencil in his shoes. A nickname he earned back when he wore his hair long. He has clearly embraced it.
Well, you just tell me, Chris. Kaman Clark is an outdoorsman, likes to go hunting. He's got kind of a quirky streak about him.
Yeah, he's a bit unique, a little different, but that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, he's kind of a fan of blowing things up during his spare time.
Like what?
I couldn't tell you that.
Here's Prince. Hits the jump hook.
You know, down there in the low post is where you really want to create a lot of your offense.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Kaman a screen. Here's Parsons. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. They set the screen. Vujacic's shot is off.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you've got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
Yeah, you can see he's still in rhythm, even though he misses that one. Almost always deadly when he's that open.
You have to love the newest stadium in the NBA here at Barclays. Very state-of-the-art, outstanding facility.
Yeah, the Nets have a nice home here. I bet they wish they were stronger here at home. Finished under 500 last season with a record of 19-22.
And New York making a change here. Clarkson's checked in. All free throws good from Thaddeus Young.
And, you know, guys, that 19-22 record here in Brooklyn certainly a stain for the Nets. I mean, they would be the only team to make the playoffs in the NBA last year with a losing record at home.
Clarkson kicks to Vujicic. He dishes it to Prince. Shot clock at 6. Boozer passes to McGarry. And it's Kaman with the rebound.
And with the Nets' struggles at home last season, they were simply outshot in this building. Also, they were the second worst in rebound differential at home, meaning they got killed on the glass here.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Haslam comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Johnson in for Martin. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Sean Marion is checked in for Tayshaun Prince. Marion shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Nets leading by 13. Heinrich outside. Feeds to Johnson. Heinrich with it. Boozer picks him up. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Clarkson. And Sean Marion with the slam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Left side Parsons. But they recover it. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Count that one, and the Nets' lead has been cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Vujicic.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
That was a good time to call a timeout to try to settle everybody down and get back into their offensive rhythm. They've been coughing up the rock an awful lot.
I mean, the Knicks were bad last year, and it became evident early on. As the season grew older, more and more of their national coverage games were being pulled.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in. And then for New York, Marcus All's checked in for Mitch McGarry. Anthony comes in for Sasha Vujicic. And it's Teagan for Jordan Clarkson. Gasol dishes to Anthony. Teague kicks to Gasol. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Udonis Haslem.
And Marcus All surprisingly nimble for a 7-footer. He really moves his feet well at both ends of the floor.
And so Marcus All nails both of them. And when you look at Marcus All now versus when he came into the league, remarkable how that body of his, Clark, has transformed.
Kevin, he changed his diet and he dropped a bunch of weight. Believe it or not, he even grows vegetables at his house. He's really gone all in on the transformation of his body.
Clark, good information.
Yes, sir. That's what we do. That's what we do here. Info and entertainment.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Yeah, and that was the only thing that could have brought him back in this game. Everything had to start dropping. And boy, have they gotten on a roll.
Teague. And another fast break for New York. Knicks running. Shot is no good. Nets leading by 7. Haslam, the pass to Johnson. Out to the right wing. Heinrich against Teague. Kaman. It's rebounded by Teague. Teague's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Gasol a screen. Teague dishes to Gasol. Here's Boozer. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Knicks.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. You know, for Carlos Boozer, last year was a bit peculiar. I mean, after being a key player for several playoff teams throughout his career, he landed on the Lakers where the playoffs were nowhere in sight. Tough environment for a veteran to succeed in.
Anthony kicks to Teague. To the middle. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Nets were pretty far back from relevance at times last season, as we saw. It took a late season hot streak for them, Greg, to get into the playoff picture.
Yeah, and that was a neck-and-neck race with the Pacers right till the very end. Not exactly what they had in mind at the start of the season, but they did pull through.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Lopez, he's checked in for Kaman. Garnett comes in for Udonis Haslem. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Kirk Heinrich. He took good advantage of that screen. And that's 13 points for Chandler Parsons.
And, you know, for the Nets, they ended up being bounced out of the first round, fell to the #1 seed Hawks. They put up a good fight against Atlanta and made the series interesting, but still came up short.
Anthony with it. Now guarded by Parsons. Here's Teague. New York, no good that time either.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot. A good night for Parsons. 13 points, and all the steals he's collected only add to his impressive stat line.
Whether he's picking someone's pocket or picking off a pass, he has been a disruptive force out on the floor.
Both free throws good from Parsons.
And for the Nets in the postseason, they did have a good showing despite that early exit. Many people expected the Hawks to sweep, but they took them to 6 games and capped what was an interesting year for Brooklyn overall.
Nice pass that time. What excellent vision by Jeff Teague out there.
Garnett, the screen. Parsons attacking. It's rebounded by New York. Teague's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Marion. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Boy, perfect half at the free throw line for him. That'll help their comeback effort for real.
And Clark, those free throws need to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Porzingis, he's checked in for New York. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Lets it fly from 18. Garnett grabs the board. Garnett's got his 4th rebound in this one. Johnson with it. And it's Marion picking him up. With a step back. And Gasol sends it back. Anthony with the bucket.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Lowry passes to Garnett. Inside. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And he gets it to go. And it's 7 points for Kyle Lowry.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Marion outside. Gasol passes to Porzingis. No good from Gasol. Nets leading by 5. Johnson left side. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Johnson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Fades and shoots. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Johnson the screen. Outside Lowry. Here's Lopez. Gasol with the defensive effort.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
Here's Lopez. Lopez with another miss. Knicks trail by 3. Lowry against T. To Porzingis. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Anthony. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Garnett. Brooklyn Nets come into this one after a win against the Hawks in Atlanta. Here is Lowry. He kicks it to Johnson. Nails it.
That's a heads-up play there on offense. The pump fake cleared the way for the nice layup.
New York calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Over that break, I was able to catch the message Derek Fisher was giving to his team. We can't let up now. If we stay and make a few plays, we'll be right back in it. His message was clear. Stay the course, Kevin.
Tayshaun Prince is checked in for New York. Garnett comes over to help. Here's Parsons. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, it's staring us right in the face, and we've been around long enough to know when a game is over. And this one is in that category.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Really good ball movement there in transition.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds, Clark.
You know what? They showed their character in crunch time, though, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.